You know, they played this tournament for 20-some years, right? And they're going to play it for 20-some more. This is your time. When our season's over, Team 47 will get together and we'll start talking about this tournament. Just as when we got together, we said, this is what we're playing for. This is our mission. And everything we've done and everything that all our coaching, everything that we've thought about, everything that we've done was to get you here tonight. We're here. And now it's your turn.
Anyone who follows college basketball knows that when March arrives in all of its madness, nothing is for certain and anything can happen. February continued a trend of success for the Oakland University men's basketball team. In fact, they compiled a win-loss record that is second best in the nation since 2009. However, the arrival of 2012-2013 postseason play was a reminder of how unpredictable the sport can be. For both the men's and women's teams, the first order of business was a trip back to the Summit Tournament in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where they learned that win or lose, Oakland basketball will always feel the support of its followers.
It's inspiring, you know, to have a big fan base like that, a strong fan base who's behind us all the way.
The cheerleaders, dance team, the Grizz gang, the band, you know, and that's shows dedication, the love and support that we get from everybody here that just loves Oakland basketball.
We have a great fan base. We have a great student fan base. And I'm really appreciative to our president, Dr. Russi, who funded these buses so that I think we took 5 buses to Sioux Falls. When we got out there, they had a pep rally, and Dr. Russi bought them all, you know, a sweater with an Oakland bear on it. He fed them all, and, you know, he really took care of them. And you know, just that type of support, it's just awesome.
It feels really good as a coach, and I know that our players get pumped up, especially when it's in South Dakota and they have so many Jackrabbit fans that buy those tickets up. It means a ton. It makes us feel we have a shot.
Oh, you! Oh, you! Oh, yeah!
It's kind of crazy too, just to think, you know, the lengths they do go. They ride on a bus for, I don't even know what it is. It's, you know, 16 hours or something, and you know, they're making signs and they're dressing up, and it's really cool just to see the lengths they go to support us.
This is your chance. Oakland's going to play in a tournament next year. But this team, this is our only chance. So stay within the frame of the team. Stay within the frame of what you've been taught. Understand why we're doing what we do, and compete.
Turn up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn up!
It was different, you know, we never played someone 3 times in a row in a matter of, what, 20, 30 days, you know, and so we knew everything that was going on in the game. We knew who their players were, what they do, you know, the plays they do. We all knew it like we knew our own kind of.
Bunch corner. Blackhawk, fall back.
Job, man. You sold your soul and you got yourselves right back in this thing. They gave their best thing, and look what happened. They're in the locker room going, we're okay, we're okay. That's what they're doing right now. They're not okay.
You know, just something about them that just created, you know, a bad matchup for us.
$7:21, we're down 7. All right? We're 4 possessions away from taking the lead. You slow down.
They were hot and they deserved to win. They played hard, and you know, just nothing but, you know, all the credit to them for, you know, coming out and
beating us those 3 times, because that's really tough to do.
I wish I had words for you. I wish I had the ability to say the right thing that would make this moment, but I don't. They beat us 3 times in 18 days. They deserve to move on. We deserve to go home.
You know, a lot of guys might say, you know, let's forget about this year and, you know, let's put that away and new chance next year. But personally, you know, I want to remember this, and you know, it's not a good feeling the way, you know, some things happened this year, and especially that conference tournament. So, you know, I'm gonna have it in the back of my mind going into this next year and this whole off season, and hopefully everybody else will use it as motivation too.
I feel bad for our seniors because to lose in the first round of the tournament is never a good thing, and it's something they'll never forget. The good thing about those seniors is they have championship rings. They've been to the multiple NCAA tournaments, and they had a wonderful career at Oakland. That's the good. The bad is their last year they went out the wrong way. And if it's motivation for Team 47, then I'm sure they'll be pleased if we can get it done next year. They'll feel that they were part of it.
It's an honor to come out here, and it's so exciting for me to come out and play in the arena every day. I'm going to miss it so much. Just thank you for these last 4 years, y'all.
I'll give you 20.
Great job, man. I love coaching you. I love coaching you.
The 2013 Summit League Tournament marked the last trip to Sioux Falls for 2 Oakland seniors. After a bittersweet senior night tribute at the arena, it was clear that these were 2 Golden Grizzlies who would sorely be missed when the 47th Oakland team takes the court in the fall.
Well, Howie was a young man that he went to school at high school with Valentine. Great kid, great student. He was very, very well liked by our team. He's had multiple knee surgeries, ACL and those types of things, and that kind of robbed him of his career, but it didn't rob him of his heart and spirit. He was really, really a great kid to have around.
Jordan was a lot. He was like kind of like a glue guy who would keep the team together. You know, he's very bright, got a lot of IQ, and when you come to the bench, he'd tell you, "Hey, man, you need a screen," or "This guy weak hand his left hand," or you know, he'd just point out little things. So we miss Jordan just as much as we miss Drew.
Long before he became a captain of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, Drew Valentine was a 2-sport star at Lansing Sexton High School. He was actually considering playing quarterback in college. That is, until he tore his ACL in the first game of his senior year. As it turns out, the injury helped him decide to play basketball at Oakland.
A lot of schools were, you know, backing off of me and, you know, saying that they didn't want me anymore, but then, you know, Oakland was really the school that, you know, stuck by me. And Coach Sadie Washington actually came to my surgery, and he was like the first person I saw when I woke up out of the anesthesia and all that stuff and whatnot. So after I saw him, I knew, you know, this was the place for me.
And it's a place where Valentine has become one of the most respected players to wear the black and gold. Just listen to some of what his teammates have to say about it.
Drew's one of the best leaders I've ever been around.
I don't think there's a guy that has meant more to this program than Drew.
He's somebody who's carried on the tradition. We always talk about carrying the brick from the guys before us, and hopefully there's some more Drew Valentines down the road.
But none of them are going to be quite like this one. Valentine says his leadership qualities come from his upbringing. His mom was a teacher, and his dad coached him and his younger brother in high school basketball.
They really pushed me and also my brother to, you know, just stand out and not just, you know, do what everybody else is doing. You know, they required us and demanded us to, you know, do a lot of things, and they set high expectations for us. And, you know, so that's just something that I've always had for myself, is just high expectations, and I just don't want to settle for anything less.
As a freshman and a sophomore, he was part of back-to-back Summit League championships, including a pair of trips to the NCAA tournament.
Just the energy of the, you know, arena and just the overall experience from the selection show to, you know, that whole week leading up to it is just an amazing, amazing experience. And, you know, I'll never forget those memories. I have 2 championship rings. Nobody can take that from me. I've played in 2 NCAA tournament games. Nobody can take that from me.
After a solid junior season, Valentine suffered another knee injury early in his senior year. He could have elected to have surgery and take a medical red shirt. Instead, he decided to play through it and be there for his team. The knee was so bad that late in the season, Drew spent more time in the trainer's room than he did on the practice court.
Looking back on it, I don't have any regrets. So, we could have, maybe won more, or, if I could have contributed more, but, I just tried to work with what I could.
Everybody knows the pain he was in, and everybody knows what he went through, and everybody knows his level of play was, he wanted to do things that he just physically couldn't do. And so I think there's a great deal of respect from his teammates for that. I know I have a great deal of respect for him because he never complained about it.
When it was all over, Valentine could walk away knowing he gave every ounce of what he had to Oakland basketball. He leaves as the ultimate winner and leader. It probably won't surprise you that he plans to become a coach. If he does, Drew Valentine's players will have a lot to live up to.
Integrity, doing things when people can't see you. I think Drew has been one of the best people at doing that. He's never been this guy with some people and this another one with others. I think he's pretty much the same with everybody. So that's the way to be a good leader.
He pushes everybody to become better. You might hate him during practice yelling at you, but it's for the best. He's trying to get us better, trying to make us move forward, become a better team. And he's one of our best leaders. He's just one that just wants to win, and I love that about him.
You only have opportunities like this, very, very few in a lifetime. And so we just have to seize it. There's no big pregame speech I can give to make it a winnable game. It has to just be you going out and executing the game plan. Let's go, ladies!
If the outcome of the Summit Tournament was not what the men's basketball team had hoped for, the women's first-round matchup against South Dakota State marked the culmination of a season that had continually played against the team's expectations back in November. Through all of the challenges the women faced, it became clear the season had been a trial worth enduring, especially for some of the freshmen that were called upon to carry their team over the finish line.
We never gave up. This team wanted to keep playing, and I think the story is the freshmen really stepped up. Victoria Lipscomb had all her friends and returning starters, Bethany Waterworth and Zakiya, out, and she elevated. She was always our defensive stopper, but then she elevated as a scorer. And I think that's the story, is just the improvement and the amount of minutes that our young players got, and that they're all back.
Oakland's freshmen took the court by storm this season.
We knew that they were really good players, but I didn't know they were this good. I mean, I kind of knew, but when you get freshmen on the floor and they start doing things that, you're like, what the heck? Nice offensive rebound. Nice job, Elena. Take a blow. Take a blow.
Forward Olivia Nash and guard Elena Popke wanted to make a difference on the team their freshman year, but never imagined the amount of playing time they would get.
Our 4 freshmen got minutes that no freshman gets. I mean, maybe 1 or 2, very few. It's very rare. And they were on the floor at big-time moments, making big-time shots, winning clutch games, and you can't beat that.
Nash was named Summit League Freshman of the Year, leading the league with 8 double-doubles this season.
Coming in, I was like, freshmen don't really play college basketball, and well, they do, but it's rare. So I just was like, well, I'm just gonna work hard and see where I end up, and I never expected to make an impact like this, but I'm really thankful, and my teammates really helped me out, and they were really supportive.
Popke was named to the league's all-newcomer team and scored a team-high 324 points this season. The hard-working freshman learned a lot in her first year of college hoops.
In high school, most of us are the top player, right? And so you get the best defender on you, but it's a little bit different in college when you get, everyone's a better defender, faster, stronger, and so when you put yourself into the mix, it's you regroup, and you're able to realize what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are, and really identify the subjects where you want to get better in, and that's what I realized.
Looking towards next season, the Grizzlies are excited about the team and their potential. The combination of players like Popke and Nash, plus the return of Bethany Waterworth, who missed the season due to injury, will be huge for the Golden Grizzlies.
The confidence it gives me and the players is knowing that Bethany Waterworth is coming back, and she's going to be on one block, and you can't guard her one-on-one. You've got to double team Bethany Waterworth, or she's just going to score on you. She's that good.
So what will the team be working on in the offseason?
Definitely defense. I think that's a huge part of the game. You know, we hear the phrase defense wins championships, and I would agree with that. Working on jumpers and ball handling, and again, growing stronger connections with the team.
With this season in their rearview mirror, Oakland can hardly wait for the next one to begin. They are a talented team racing towards one goal.
We just been talking a lot in one-on-one meetings about our goals. Despite the injuries, there's no excuses, and it's unacceptable for Oakland not to be in the top of the league, in the top tier. That's where Oakland's always been, so we're going to get back to the top.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
We have a lot to look forward to with Bethany coming back from rehabbing. So that's really going to be fun to take some of the freshmen and some of the players that elevated, like Peyton and Victoria and Liz Hamlet, and wrap them around Bethany now. I'm already working on my X's and O's. I cannot wait.
All right.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I serve Oakland University as a nation of fans. I will always place the team first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I persevere.
In the wake of the loss to Fort Wayne in the Summit League tournament, the men's basketball team accepted a bid to the CollegeInsider.com's postseason tournament, drawing a first-round matchup against Youngstown State in front of the Penguins' home crowd.
We had a chance to play in the CIT and, did pretty well in it last year. So, the guys were excited for it, and personally, I was very excited to, keep playing with this team, and I love everybody on this team, and we have great chemistry, and especially, Drew. So, anytime I can keep playing with Drew and, keep that going, it's a great opportunity.
Entering the postseason tournament, it's exciting doing that. It was just great playing, with Drew and Jordan again.
Just one more chance to suit up. Just really wanted to go out there and just try my hardest. I take a lot of pride in, wearing that jersey, wearing them black and gold colors. And, it was just a great opportunity for me to just go out there one last time.
Meanwhile, back in Oakland County, the Golden Grizzlies athletic department was preparing for a spotlight of its own, hosting 2 rounds of the NCAA Men's Division I Basketball Championship at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
From a publicity standpoint, from a goodwill, from a good feeling about Oakland within the community, I think we hit a home run. I mean, Tracy Huth, our athletic director, Simon Dover, our associate athletic director, they did unbelievable work in this thing.
We produce graduates and champions, and we take that even to like hosting the NCAA tournament. We're going to run the best second and third round site in the country, and I think if you ask the NCAA reps who are here, I think they'd agree.
Well, it's been great. Greg Campy and I have, we've played a lot over there. We opened their building over there one year, and I think way back, Michigan State and Oakland have a relationship, but we have a personal one too. We're close to their staffs and all those things, but they've done a great job here. This is a great venue for an NCAA tournament, and I'm really excited that it's in our state.
Josh Pashner, the Memphis coach, called me 3 hours before the Michigan State game just to say thank you. Now, I had nothing to do with this, I'm telling you. I didn't do a thing, I just watched. Our people did a great job, and Josh called me just to say thanks, that they've never been treated so well as they were at an NCAA tournament.
Oakland University has been absolutely just terrific. Tremendous people. Coach Campy is a legend, not only in the state of Michigan, but nationally. Not just Coach Campy, all the people of Oakland University are terrific. They've treated us like gold, and we're so very thankful, appreciative, and grateful for their hospitality.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I went through a gamut of emotions. Everybody was saying something to myself because I'm married to the president, and they were complimenting him on all the hits that we're getting. on social media. It was great for the fans. It was sold out. I mean, it couldn't get any better. And with the best part was the Oakland name rolling up and down on, you know, on those things that go around the palace. But it was fun watching our name roll up, and it was wonderful. I was so proud of Oakland. Tracy and his staff did an amazing job.
You have to look at our president and say, man, that guy is smart and had a foresight to do this, because this brought a lot of great will to Oakland University.
Even though the men were not able to come away with a CIT win in Youngstown, Oakland's Team 46 is one that will largely return next year, something not lost on Coach Campy and his players as they already begin to look ahead to what Team 47 can accomplish.
We just know that we have to get it done early. I think last summer we didn't really understand what we had to do. Now I think we know what it takes.
Work hard. That's the key, is work hard and grind this summer, because you know, nothing's handed to you, you got to get it. So we got to work real hard and try to reach our expectations and set goals this summer.
You know, we had ups and downs this season. You know, we lost to, you know, teams you could argue, you know, we shouldn't have lost to, and we beat teams that people didn't think we should beat. So, I mean, you know, we beat Western Illinois, South Dakota State, North Dakota State at home. We almost had Pitt early in the year, and so teams like that. So, you know, there's a lot of up and downs this year. But, you know, what sticks with me is just the off-court stuff with my teammates, and, you know, just being around these guys and, you know, practice and just this group. You know, everybody's just real close friends, and, you know, Drew and Jordan, and those are the memories that are going to stick with me.
You know, there's a lot to be taken from that game, a lot to be learned. We got to play in the postseason. It was our 5th straight year in postseason. You've got to take your situation and you've got to use it to make yourself better. When you fall down, you have to be able to get up. And part of our creed is, if I get knocked down, I will get up every time. And that's going to be discussed a lot in this off season, and getting up. But getting up the right way and getting up and getting Oakland back to the NCAA tournament will be our goal. And boy, there's a lot of talent coming back, so we feel pretty good about our chances, but there's a lot of work to be done.
1, 2, 3, turn up!